So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL? You just mentioned they went 7-8-1, 0-16 in 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set. 319. 319.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Mayfield to throw it. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Higgins. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Detroit! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Watch it now, Barney, Barney! No, check, Patriot! All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 36 yards out. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, blue 80. Fight, gun.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Wait. It's right.
Here's Ryan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Freeman again. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the interception, Mayfield got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's Mayfield. A quick hitter complete. It's Higgins. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And an alley to run. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mayfield on first down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Duke Riley able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, 62 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after try forthcoming. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They toss to Freeman. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
20.
On 2nd down, Freeman. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. The 28 toss was their bread and butter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Ready. Hey, wait.
They get it to him running left. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
54, south. Ready. 25. No. Let's go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now